The Retreat, a program of counsel on aging, offers a stimulating day experience for older adults with physical and cognitive impairments. Participants enjoy a full day of activities, social interaction, and recreation in a safe, protective, at-home-like atmosphere. Here to tell us more about this program and how it benefits participants and their caregivers is Sandie Holtry, Director of the Retreat. Good morning, Sandie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Rachel. Thank you for having me and sharing the information about the retreat.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with the retreat.
Well, I'm a registered nurse. I have many years' experience as geriatric nurse. So we returned to Pensacola in 1996. I was then hired as the nursing position at the adult daycare, and then the next year moved into the director position, and I've been here ever since.
Well, for folks who haven't heard of the retreat before, because of course recently we've had a rebranding, now we're called the retreat, can you tell viewers exactly what the retreat is?
The retreat is the Council on Aging Adult Day Healthcare Center. We care for generally those over the age of 60 with physical impairments such as strokes, diabetes, hypertension, and cognitive impairments, Alzheimer's or dementia. We have a safe, secure environment. Our staffing consists of myself and RN, 2 LPNs, assistants, activity assistants, volunteers, lots of staff. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Our location is 875 Roy Street, right off of 9th Avenue, and our facility is wonderful. We have a 2,500 square foot facility. We have a large open activity room where we spend most of our day, a kitchen where we make breakfast and snacks, and then we have a secure room for those who wander, who pace, who are trying to exit. A lot of the Alzheimer clients, they want to return home, so we keep them in a secure area. We have a wonderful, beautiful landscape backyard pavilion that was donated and built by Lowe's Heroes. We have a walking path with the aluminum railing around it to give security to the elderly, and a beautiful screen porch with it's very colorful. The clients love to go outside.
I can definitely attest to the fact that your facilities are state-of-the-art and the pavilion is wonderful. Of course, the retreat is attached to the Council on Aging building, so I find myself sometimes just hanging out over there. But can you tell us what a typical day is like for a participant of the retreat?
Well, I can understand why you want to come to the retreat because it's very fun. It fills our hearts, the staff, my heart, every day. I'm just so happy. Lots of joy. But we're open 7:30 to 5:30, like I said. So 7:30 to 9, we serve juice. We have newspapers, we watch Good Morning America, a little socialization, but at 9 o'clock we really get started. 9 o'clock is reality orientation, the day, the date, the time, what are we going to do today, the weather, where are we? We do some singing, Pledge of Allegiance, and then we do some trivia, some discussions. 9:30 we have breakfast every day, milk, juice, 2 different breakfast items. 10 o'clock we start individual projects, and then 10:30 we're in it for the day. So we do bingo, which is their favorite because they win prizes, table games, checkers, dominoes, then we do sports, basketball, bowling, ping pong toss, arts and crafts, that's a favorite. Women love the crafts, the men not so much. Cooking club. 2 or 3 times a week we have cooking club where there's a recipe. This month, November, was full of sweet potato recipes. So we made sweet potato muffins and sweet potato pie and sweet potato cupcakes. So one of the aides is assigned to take clients in the kitchen. They follow the recipe and bake, and then that's our snack in the afternoon. And we also go on field trips. Once a week we take 6 clients. We have a van that was donated, and so we pack a picnic lunch and we go out all around. Orange Beach, we go to Fort Walton, we go to Navarre Beach, Crestview Park, you name it. We've been there. It's great. They love to ride, picnic, we have fun, we talk, play games when we're out, love to go by the water. And then we do the mental stimulation, sensory stimulation. We do opposites, spelling, mental math, just to get those minds. We want them to keep thinking, fill in the blank, opposites. And then we just do fun things. We sing, music, dance, laugh, tell jokes. It's a wonderful place.
It sounds wonderful, and I'm very jealous that you get to work in that environment every day.
It's a fun place to work.
It's wonderful. But can you tell us, and it's probably pretty intuitive, but can you tell us some of the benefits for the participants and even for the caregivers who are actually, putting their loved ones in this program?
Well, it's definitely a win-win situation. The clients, they're with friends, they're with peers. The ones that are repetitive, forgetful, their neighbor that they're sitting beside is probably the same. Mm-hmm. So they can tell the same stories over and over every couple minutes, and neither one remembers, and it's like the first time they heard the story. So it's fun. They have a purpose. They think they're going to the church hall, they're going to school, they're going to work, they're going to volunteer, but they have to be there because they have a purpose. On the other side, the caregiver, if they're still busy in the community, they have children they're raising, they're employed, it's a great, safe, secure place to take mom or dad, leave them for the day. Or if you just need respite, the client had you up all night, they're restless, they plunder during the night, you can just go home, just decompress, maybe rest, do some fun things, meet your friends for lunch, just stay active yourself. So it's win-win for both.
Absolutely, it sounds like it. So what kind of feedback are you hearing, not just from the participants, but the caregivers as well?
Well, we do an annual family survey, and on that survey we hear wonderful things. Mama wants to help wash the dishes now. Daddy cares what he looks like now. Daddy wants to read the newspaper again. Mama sings at church. So very, very positive responses. We had two situations that I can think of. We have many situations, but two that I can think of. One lady, the caregiver, her health was just failing, taking care of her husband, and the doctor told her, if you don't get some help, you're going down. You're going to have to be placed. So she found the Council on Aging. She found us, the Adult Daycare Center. At first, husband, he wouldn't get out of the car. He fussed at her. He would argue. He did not want to come. But after a couple weeks, he loved us. He had a purpose. He was there to help other people, other clients. He thought he was working there. And so it worked out great, and her health improved. He was happy at daycare. It was a great situation. We had another client who the daughter brought to daycare 5 days a week because the daughter was working at home, just couldn't get anything done with mom at home. So she starts coming to daycare. With all the mental stimulation, the activities, the socialization, she greatly improves. So they decrease the number of days she attends daycare. Eventually, she was able to volunteer somewhere. So she made a great improvement. So we hear those success stories every day.
Well, if someone wants to enroll their loved one, in closing, can you tell us a phone number, some contact information where they can actually sign their loved one up to participate?
I'll be happy to talk with you if they call 266-2503. That's my direct line. I'll be happy to share information about the retreat. If they're in the area, they can stop by anytime. You do not need an appointment to tour. We're open policy. Come on in, see what the fun we're having, join in and take a tour.
Just don't open the door without knocking first because the alarm will go off. I've had personal experiences with that. But yes, thank you so much, Sandie, for joining us this morning and sharing the information about the retreat.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.